to sit by the fire and watch some nice holiday movies this year, so I asked my Discord to give me a bunch of holiday or winter-themed movies, and I would pick 31 at random and review them. I'm not a movie reviewer, just a fish that likes watching movies, and these are just my fishy opinions. And the next movie on our list is one I know absolutely nothing about. Shout out to Faith for the movie rec. I'll admit, this script is one of the hardest scripts I've had to make so far. I really didn't know what I should talk about after finishing the movie, but I'm gonna try my best to get all my thoughts together. Directed by Robert Tinnell in 2019, Feast of the Seven Fishes follows a large Italian-American family as they prepare for their Christmas Eve feast, where they cook a large dinner using 7 different types of fish. The main 2 people we follow are Tony Oliverio, played by Skylar Gisondo, and Beth Claremont, played by Madison Iceman, 2 teenage to young adultish characters that immediately hit it off when they meet at a hangout, and romance starts blossoming between the two. What follows is a dramatic romantic comedy and a slice of life story of the Oliverio family preparing for Christmas Eve. This movie is an interesting one. You can tell a lot of heart and care went into it, and that it's a pretty personal story. At least it feels very personal. Some of the parts of the movie felt so real that if the director told me that some of that stuff happened to him, I would believe him. Plenty of characters have a lot of good care put into them and feel like real people living out their lives. Personally, I grew up close friends with an Italian-American family, and while I've never heard of this tradition before, I can say that they in fact fit some of the people in this movie one for one. I was honestly surprised to find out the movie came out in 2019. It feels much older, and even the way it's filmed reminds me of the early 2000s movies. The film is much more grounded than most Christmas movies, even most comedies you'll see. All these things combined makes the movie have a pretty unique tone. However, the grounded nature of the movie can be a double-edged sword. There are a few scenes that feel like they dragged on a little too long, and some places feel like they take a minute to find their footing. Because of this, some scenes can feel a little slow, but I'd also argue the movie uses its time pretty well to flesh out its characters. There are certain things that I'm not a fan of. Certain characters say some lines that made me cringe. Tony can feel a little too unrealistically nice sometimes, and Beth has some moments where I felt they kind of neglected her character so they could hurry the plot. Most of these moments alone are fine and not really noticeable, but it does become more apparent when you can tell so much care was put into the character writing. Overall, I do think this film is worth the watch, and I definitely felt it had a lot of heart and personality. I'm giving Feast of the Seven Fishes a jingle all the way.